interesting conversation. It's so boring. Heard about what? I hate her. I don't agree. I did it first. I give a fuck. I just want fuck. Eat, sleep, love. Happy. Can you make me happy? Can you keep me happy? Can you?
What's up, y'all? So we're back with a new episode of podcast of Talkz, and this is episode 1, and I'm super excited. I'm here with
B.
Period.
Happy Thursday. We are headed towards the end of the week. Tomorrow is Friday, and we've all been waiting for that day, haven't we?
It don't really matter for me. I stay home. So no breaks off here.
This week has brought in cooler weather, and I'm enjoying it.
Yep, it's been pretty chill. It's pretty cool. So we are bringing you guys an episode of Talks. In this episode, we are going to be talking about relationships, toxic relationships, loving relationships, just relationships, okay? If y'all hear my son in the background, like I said in the intro, you got to do what you got to do, okay? He's part of the show. So, yeah. But let's go ahead and get into this podcast. First of all, it was something that I wanted to say. Oh, so we are now on Spotify for podcasters.
Yay!
Our intro, I just uploaded that like a few minutes before we started this. So you guys can now check us out on here, and you guys can check us out on there. I'll link everything down below. So yeah, this episode will be uploaded tomorrow, and on here on YouTube is gonna say that the first episode is the intro. No, the first episode is this episode, but on Spotify for podcasters, the first episode is going to be the intro. So, yeah. But other than that, we are over there, so make sure you guys check us out. Now, this is our first time doing a podcast, and this is the first episode, so if we sound nervous in the intro, or if we sound nervous at any point, just know this is our first time. This is very different for the both of us, and, I get a little different and get a little nervous talking about certain topics, especially with my mom. Like, oh my god, like certain stuff. I just don't.
Well, you don't have to be. Well, I understand that because I'm a little bit more open, but yeah, we just gotta get in here, get our feel, get our feet wet, and just find out what works and just go for it. So I'm having fun doing this so far. So
yeah, me too. So, like I said, our topic is going to be on relationships. So that brings me to my first question: is are you dating? And if not, are you talking to someone? Have you planned on talking to someone? Mm-hmm. Are you dating? And the same question goes for me. Are we dating?
Okay. Nope, I am not dating. I haven't dated in a while. I did have a little crush. But some people should just remain a crush and not nothing else.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
So yeah.
I'm not dating. I'm not dating. I tried, but I don't know. I feel like the people in this generation are just so people are either in a rush to do stuff or they're still on the bullshit. Like, I know my intention today is to marry someone. Like, I'm not trying to be playing little kitty games. Y'all, that was, oh my god, that was an edit I had added into the thing that I forgot to take out. So don't mind that. My bad. My bad. But yeah, I'm not dating right now. I just feel like I'm in a place to where I would love to date. I would love a little boyfriend. I haven't dated seriously. Like, my first real relationship was in high school. And after that, after we stopped dating, it's just, my dating has just been kind of up and down. Would I date? Yes. Am I in a place to date? Kinda. Like, it's kind of awkward because I feel like I'm not where I used to be, like financially and mentally and just everything. Like, I need to get back to that place before I can be like, oh, I'm gonna officially
you need to be on your feet and be in your own, like making your money, just being in a different space of independence.
Yeah, I need some more independency before I start dating. Yeah, seriously, because I don't want to jump into something and be dependent on the next person. That's just never how I've been. Yeah, And even with the person I was talking to, we're not gonna call that a relationship. That was not a relationship, okay?
That was
y'all.
Don't even mention it because it didn't happen.
Exactly, basically, exactly. But
Oh
even with him, I don't want to be like a him.
Yeah.
Like always leeching off of somebody and always wanting to take and build, like break down what someone else built up.
Yeah.
I want to have my own stuff. I want to have my own money, my own car, so that I can be
comfortable in a relationship.
Yeah, like I always say, date within your tax bracket, date within your mental, date within your range. And right now, I just feel like I'm not in the range to be like really seriously dating.
And that's good. That's good. If you're not ready, and if you are feeling that way, that's good that you just don't date because you're lonely and stuff. You want to date when you're truly ready.
Yeah.
That's good.
Do you feel like you're in a place to be dating?
No.
Why?
No, I don't want to, because I don't want to be committed to anybody. I'm not in the mood for a commitment. And I don't feel like hearing, I called you and you didn't pick up the phone. Well, I just didn't feel like talking right then, So I don't feel like doing all of that.
I feel that.
Okay, and I don't feel like when we gonna meet up, when we gonna go somewhere. Hey, I may feel like going somewhere today and may not want to go nowhere tomorrow. I don't have time. I want to be able to talk to you when I feel like it. So therefore, I do not want to do relationships.
I feel like when it comes time to like doing the meetup and stuff, I don't know why that's such a drag for me too. Like it's like like this is the next step. Like okay, but it's such a drag because I feel like when it comes down to like the meeting up and stuff, it's like either that person, at least with me, that person is not serious. Like this past person I was talking to, no, we were supposed to meet up and we were supposed to go on a date. And when it came time for that, like all of these excuses came up. Yeah. So it's like I don't have time for that. Even when I was dating like my first serious relationship, whenever it would come time for me to talk about dating or like dates and date night and stuff, it was always like, oh well, this came up, so I can't really do that right now. So now it's just like,
just lazy. I feel like they're just lazy.
It's lazy, and then it makes me just be like, okay, well, they're gonna say that they're gonna want to hang out, but then when it comes to it, it's just not gonna happen. So it just makes me feel like, oh my gosh, okay, so this is the part where we all go ghost, and that's pretty much what had happened. So it's like, I want to say, like, how do you get out of that? What do you think guys should do? Or how do you think guys, like, if you're really not interested in taking that person out on a date, I feel like if all you're wanting to do is connect with me so that you can hook up, don't do that. Like, if I'm telling you my intentions of dating is to marry and be serious, and you just want to feed off of that, but just trying to make it like that's what you want to do so you can hook up, don't do that. That's kind of a waste of time, and especially with somebody with kids. Yeah. Like, that's a big waste of time, and it's a big red flag of mine. It's a pet peeve. That's
sometimes there's no way of finding that out until you're talking to them and getting to know them and stuff like that. And sometimes they'll let it slip. Sometimes they can't. Their representative can't be around long because that other person just got dying to come out. The real them. Yeah. So I would say, just always keep your eyes open. Take your time and talk to them. Eventually, it'll come out. And if all it takes is one time with me, and that's it. But,
because you don't do the next chance.
I don't think so. And so just don't be in a rush. And there's guys out there that like to do the cute relationship things. You just gotta, maybe not deal with the guys you went to school with. Get somebody
that's
totally out of the.
That's the
totally
thing.
New.
I don't like dating people that I went to school with anyway because I feel like everybody that may have known you have a story about you. Yeah. So it's like, what did the next person tell you about me? Like, I really don't care, but it's like you kind of already have this perceived notion of me. And so you're going to be looking for that. So I'm not really too big on dating like from high school. I want to meet somebody new, like fresh. I always said my soulmate is in the grocery store because we're always there. And I feel like I'm going to just bump into my soulmate at the grocery store. He's going to be like, oh, this and that. And I want to take you out. Blah, blah. And then there's going to be a cute story we can tell our kids. That's how I feel I'm going to be my soulmate. But
I was hit on twice at the grocery store, okay? One of them was restocking. He was like a restock guy. And that's fine, but he was just too doggone young, talking about some 25. Okay, no, are you looking for a sugar mama? Why? Because you see me get the expensive thing of paper towels? And then And then it was another guy that tried to talk to me, but he was a little weird. And so no thank you. So I'm looking for a specific type of guy, and it darn sure won't be anybody I went to school with or anybody I grew up with. So I can't deal with that.
Yeah.
Because they're all I just can't deal with them.
Not something that I wanted to touch on is the toxic like relationships that people tend to fiend over. Mm-hmm. It's so I can honestly say that I have been in a toxic situation. It was disgusting. First of all, I'm sorry, boo. I don't even know how I brought myself down to that level of disgustingness and filthy trash of disgusting. And I don't care. I'm gonna say it. Yeah. He was not my type. And it's like I dated that because I was bored. Mm-hmm. I was drinking out of my mind. Yeah. I had just turned 21. Mm-hmm. I was drinking. I was having fun. But it's like I wanted to have more fun. I wanted to be out there. And he was living that fast life out there. Yeah. But I didn't know what came with that fast life. Mm-hmm. And first of all, he didn't even ask to be my boyfriend or anything like that. I don't even know how we I don't know.
He just leached on. He latched on.
It's like he latched on and didn't let go. So I don't even know how that, I can't even tell you an exact how that happened because
probably during a drunken state.
I think so. I think so. But I have my share of toxic relationships. So I want to know, what is your opinion on this generation's obsession with toxicity in relationship? People tend to be like, oh my God, I want a hood dude, this and that, but you don't know what comes with that lifestyle. You're just wanting it for the aesthetic.
So, yeah. And so, excuse me. So when I was younger in my 20s, I was doing those toxic relationships because I thought that was love. I thought that's how they express their love. I enjoyed the hood guy. I enjoyed, the thug type dude. Because I like the rough dude, okay? So it got me nowhere, okay? Didn't get me anywhere. Eventually I needed to remove myself from those situations, or I would be in a bad situation from, he pushing me to the point to where I want to fight or harm him. So I had to remove myself. So, toxic relationships are not going to won't end well. So... But nowadays, that seems to, excuse me, that seems to get the young kids going, And I don't and they don't want to hear nothing different because that's just what they want.
It's like Krishan and Blueface. I don't get it. I was in a toxic situation, but I don't get that. Yeah. And it's like, I don't get, wanting to be loyal to someone who's done stuff like that to you. I can't forgive like that. Yeah. And it's like with her, it's like she's on a constant page of just forgiving him. Even though he's has his situation over there with Stewie. It's like she's just there. He even
both of them.
But he was even like, I'll pay you to leave me alone. But then we don't know what go behind the scene because she be saying, oh well, he's texting me and telling me that he wants this and that, but then he'll come on Twitter and it's like, I never said that, or this didn't happen. So, but I feel like people are looking up to that kind of relationship and that kind of status.
That's nothing but a mental breakdown waiting to happen.
Yes, it does a lot to your mental life.
It does.
When I was with that situation, I call it a situation because that's what it is. When I was with that, it really took a lot. I was so drained every day. Even going to work was the biggest chore for me, and I had 2 jobs at the time. Yeah. And it was just a chore to where I had to not because of that I had to let my job go. It was other stuff with the job. But I feel like being stressed out with that made the job more harder. So it's like people want to be in these toxic relationships and deal with these hood guys, but you need to know what comes with that. And if that's something you're still trying to pursue, then I think you need to seek mental help.
First of all, Blueface is not a hood dude. Let's just make that clear. Ain't nothing hood about me.
He had the bang.
Ain't nothing hood about him. Okay. And so I feel like if this is all for entertainment, man, that's a lot of emotional abuse for entertainment.
It is.
And making money. Okay. now you got to a point where you don't know what's real and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the other girl that he's actually with, I know her mental illness. I know she's deep in mental illness. It ain't no amount of therapy gonna help her because she's too deep into it. Okay, the only way she would have to come up out of it is if Blueface was no longer here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only way. Not him leaving her and going to somebody else. No, it's like she out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
That's the only way. And
it was just like that situation because goddamn Zoe did the Messy Monday, and he will always cover this dude named Jada Youngin, and I think he passed away, but he always had these two girls that he was going back and forth with, but they was always beefing with each other, and when he would break up with one of the other girls, he'll go get up under the other girl, and that caused him to, it was like a Blueface situation, but not like how they're doing it's just, I feel like it's just, in your head, what brings you to that level of, because you were like there first, or you think you're going to be the only girl, or like you think you can change this person. Yeah, but there's no changing that. Yeah,
I used to think that too, and I was 35 when I had my aha moment that person was stunted in high school. So that's it. That was his peak. He peaked in high school, and that's where and to this day he continues to stay peaked in high school. So I moved on. Like and before I be with somebody else that can't be on my level and provide me what I need mentally, I'll just be by myself.
So currently, if you were to be dating, what are you looking for? Not like deep into it, because guys, they'll try to dig at you and see what you're looking for just to be that. But if you were looking to be in a relationship, what are some things that you were looking for?
Well, I don't need commitment. I don't want to be committed. I just want to go out sometimes. I want to have like a bae. And that's about it. Like go on cute little trips and stuff like that. Go have dinner, not brunch, but dinner, or go, like do things for the holiday, like holiday lights, or go to Zubu. Just, just stuff like that. This last guy that I was that I reconnected with, but he went to high school, but we just reconnected through Facebook, and so we were just conversating, nothing more. So he wanted to meet up with me at the park, and I'm like, no, I don't want to go to the park, and I'm like, I don't want to go to the park. Plus, it was hot during that time, like a month ago, mosquitoes and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. And then he would want to have me come out at 10 o'clock and I talk about some Davenports. No, I don't want to do it. If I'm going out at 10 o'clock, I'm going out with some females to the club. Right. Okay? You're not going to be a man, have me on the streets of Houston at 10 o'clock at night.
That's right.
Okay? I don't think so. So, and that's why I choose to be by myself.
And that, too, like, sorry, boo-boo. That, with the whole going out at night thing, like, when you was mentioning that, I was starting to put it together, too, like, how even, I'm not going to even say his name. Yeah. 2019 boy. He will always want to go out at night.
Yeah, and like late, there's nothing wrong with going out at night, but it's a time.
But all the time?
Yeah, not all the time. Like, take me out during the daytime, too.
Yes. And then that's another reason why I feel like you had somebody on the side. Yeah. And then we were arguing that night all day, all night, because you have somebody on the side. Why am I the only one that gets to go out at night? Yeah. Why I can't be seen? Like Kaz Dog said, never seen her in the daylight. Okay. Do you know what the girl really look like? Like, do you know what I look like? All right. Like, it's just, don't nobody want to be, even at my age, I don't be wanting to go out at night all the time. Sometimes I want to just stay in and, just be chill and stuff like that. Why can't we do stuff like that? Yeah. Or why can't we go on a nice restaurant? Why do we have to go during the day? Why do we always have to go out at night? Yeah. So that's something I started applying to my life. Like, I don't want to keep going out at night. That's not something I'm into.
And day dates, it don't always have to be expensive. You can go to the Color Factory. Yes. You can go to it's only two of y'all, $30, $40. Go to the museum. Stuff like that. You don't have to be
I feel like people don't want to put effort. Like, because they'll think it's gold digging.
And it's not.
But it's not gold digging. It's you're showing that this is your worth. Yeah. Like, this person is worth all these days. This
the Color Factory ain't gold digging.
Yeah, the Color Factory.
Bowling's not gold digging.
Yeah. And it's like they always say know your worth, but then it's like when we apply our worth to our dating, that's where it becomes an issue. Yeah. Like, I personally, I'm not going to the Color Factory as my first date. Sorry. I want to go to a nice restaurant. I want to go, have a day planned out for us. A date. Have a date planned out for us.
Yeah.
First, we start off here. Then we went here. And then we ended our day here. It doesn't have to be a full day, but let us have a story to the day.
Yeah.
Like, I woke up this morning, I got dressed, I did my makeup, and then we went to this place. And then after we went to this place, we went over here to the park for the evening thing.
Yes.
And then we went to dinner, and he was just so this and that. Give me a story. Give me something instead of just, I took her to Whataburger and then we had sex. Like, that's so boring. Not that happened.
Yeah.
But, well, it happened.
Oh my God!
But at the time I was 19, and so I was just happy to be like, he wanted to spend money on me.
Expected, yeah.
But I want more than that. Like I want.
As you grow, you won't need somebody that's gonna grow with you.
Yeah.
Like you are beyond that.
Yes.
You are beyond having hookups in the car.
Girl.
Somebody's car.
Yeah, that's
okay. Like no.
That
okay. No.
And it's like, now that I look back at it, that's something that you do when you're in deep with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do that when you're just like starting out.
Yeah.
Like that's just not something I'm feeling anymore. So
are you open to? You said you're married, so you're open to being married?
Yes,
okay.
I want to be married. I want the ring. I want for my next relationship to be, I'm dating this girl because I want to marry her. I want to be, my marriage proposal has to be big. Like, everything has to be big. I'm sorry. It's like I said, you knowing your worth and applying it to your relationship. If you're expecting big things, don't be afraid to ask for those big things. I was telling one of my friends, like, don't be scared to ask for stuff from the person that you're dating.
Yeah.
Like, if it's big, if it's small, if I be like, if I be like, I want, if we're dating for a while and I see some beats on the shelf. I saw these $100 and something beats. I will really love that for Christmas, or I will really love that. And he makes it a big deal. And why do you need these? Why can't you just get the But I'm not too much to ask when you want some sex. I'm not too much to ask when it's this and that. So point is, the person that I'm married to, I don't want to be afraid to ask for stuff.
Right.
Like, when I was dating, what's his name? I was scared to ask for, I started to get scared to ask for dates because I feel like I was asking for too much. Or I'll be like, I would be scared to ask to go out during the day or just whatever, because he'll always say he's busy. So I started to get scared asking about that.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel that way. Yeah.
Or have anxiety about things that are normal in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, even the venting and the hugs and stuff like that. I don't want to have to be, or the pictures. The pictures was the biggest thing that we argued about.
Yeah.
Taking pictures. Why did you do that?
That's because he already was talking to somebody.
I knew that bitch was calling the fucking phone. I knew who that girl was. Like, come on now. Like,
and thing is, she think that it won't be happening to her. It probably already is happening to her.
It's probably already
and
happening.
She's deciding to stay. Like, go take a break a little bit and then come back. Okay? So
I don't want to be.
You don't want that.
I don't want that. I don't want to be with someone I'm dating and be like, I have to take a break from you.
Yeah.
I want to be like, I love coming around this person. Because at a point, I started to hate coming around him. Like, it was just becoming toxic. So, I don't know. I just feel like people don't want more out of this relationship in this generation. Yeah. And everybody's just settling. I don't want to settle. I'm not a settler. I always expect big things. So that brings it to hookup culture. Like, with this generation, hookup culture is a big thing. You got the sneaky links. Yeah. The whatever else they call it. How do you feel about hookup culture? I know. Was it a big thing in y'all generation? Hookup culture?
We used to call it smash. So yeah, like, I did hook up with my little crush. Now, every so often, I wouldn't mind, but I have to make sure that I have to remove the emotion out of it. So if I just need like just something just quick or whatever, that's fine. But then sometimes I want to be doted on or go out to eat or go have drinks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want that. So I don't like casual sex. well, hookup culture, we used to call it casual sex.
Yeah,
So,
that's what we still say that.
Oh, you
casual
do?
Sex, yeah.
So I don't like casual sex. I don't like to be having sex with somebody knowing that they're gonna go do it somewhere else. So I know that it's sometimes, this culture, that's how it is, because sometimes you just need to itch to scratch, and so. But I don't look down on it, because in my 20s I used to do that. But long term, absolutely not. No. In my 30s, talking about smashing or hooking up, no. But like I said with the other guy, I needed an itch that needed to be scratched. So, and I didn't want to deal with the other guy that I was talking to, because I didn't want him no more. Yeah. So I went to my crush and had a little fun, and that was it. Yeah. But now, at my age, I don't want to do any more hooking up. Mm-hmm. I want a little bit. I want something more, but I do not want marriage. Yeah. Okay. Just a little,
I feel that, because with me and his dad, that's how it started. Was like, first of all, let's get some straight. He was all up on me. Okay, he was all up on me. Let's get that straight.
I can see that. I can see it.
Yeah, very much. Okay, very much all up on me. So we agreed to be like fuck buddies. That's what they called it, fuck buddies. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, I'm not looking for no relationship. I had just stopped talking to Mr. 2019. I was, well, not just started, but I wasn't talking to him for a while. And I was like, yeah, I don't want no relationship. I want to be single, but, if we hook up, we hook up. It's whatever. And, we both got out of that. We got into a relationship. And then after those relationships or situations or whatever you want to call it, we got back to talking. Mm-hmm. And boom. So, but how I feel on hookup culture, I don't judge anybody for it, because, if you want to do that, do that. Yeah. But me personally, I'm not with it no more. Mm-hmm. Like, I did at one point have a crush on him, but I think that was like a little bit of a phase. Like, it was just like, oh, we're hooking up so much.
I don't see how. He had no neck.
First of all, if he didn't have no neck, then my baby wouldn't have no neck. But at that time, he was really cute to me. Mm-hmm. And he was like really showing up. Like, he was really showing out. And, that kind of made me be like, oh, you know, I like that. Mm-hmm. But then it's like your true color started to show through. Yeah. And that's kind of what made me fall back and just keep it at like a hookup. Yeah. But now it's like, I didn't even want that from him anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, after that, I was just like, I'm done with that.
Yeah, I'm like done. A turn off.
Yeah, it was like a big turn off. Mm-hmm. So like I said, like, I'm not into the hookup culture anymore. I want a serious, stable relationship. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if I can't get that, then I just won't do anything. Because I don't want to give myself to someone like that. I want
exactly.
Yeah, I just want to settle down. Yeah. Like, I have my baby. Mm-hmm. I just want a stable relationship.
And be with someone that's going to respect you. There's men out there that'll do that. Okay? And you don't have to... you got to protect your body, protect your everything, your mental, physical, spiritual space.
Even that is very mentally taxing. Because it's like, well, what if that person goes and gets with someone else?
Yeah, and you don't, it's like...
all these diseases and shit out here.
I know. But you'll know. When you know, you know. Yeah. So, and the guy you get with may be unexpected and not what you usually go for anyway. Mm-hmm. But long as he's not... not too much out the way. Okay? Yeah. Not too much away from my expectations. Okay?
Yeah, if anything, I want you to exceed my expectations. Yeah. Like, I want you to kind of be like personality, kind of have some traits of mine, but not too much. Yeah. I want someone that's kind of opposite, but in ways we're similar. Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm introverted, so I would need somebody that's extroverted but not too friendly. Okay? Not too friendly, all right? But somebody that knows all the spots or knows what to do, where to go, or stuff like that. So
yeah, I want somebody that's like. So if I'm looking for someone to date, I want somebody that's like protective but not controlling. Yeah, I want somebody that's like making more than me, because eventually, I kind of want to be a stay-at-home mom. Mm-hmm.
I know I want to be staying home. I want to be a kept woman. Okay, I'm at the age where I want to be kept. Yeah. Okay.
I want to be oh, well, babe, you don't want to work anymore? Take a break. I got it. I got the finances. I got you. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's not gold digger. That's no, that's just what I want.
If he's offering, and if he's offering because he knows he got it and he can do it,
right?
Then and it won't be a burden. Fine. So on my end, I'm gonna take care of home. Everything is gonna be perfect for you, and that's gonna be that.
And that's just
so,
that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It reminds
give and take.
The situation that goes on in this generation is like there's an example for everything. Like Jada and Will, and then there's Megan, Kylie, and Tory Lanez, and then there's Stewie, Toot, and Blue Mouth. It's like all of them. It's like those are different generations or different sequels and whatever of a dating example. Yeah. Like I don't want a Will and Jada situation. Yeah. Because first of all, everybody's attacking Jada. Okay. What about Will? Yeah. Right, boo. What about Will? Like
you don't know what he does behind the scenes. Yeah.
And it's like that person will let you just take the heat.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
And then there's relationships like Denzel and his wife. Who else?
Courtney and Travis.
Yeah. And Ice Cube and his wife. They've been together for a long time. And I know that she's probably been through some things. And
that's another thing. Like I don't want to have to go through all of that just to prove that I can keep you around.
Yeah, or maybe I don't know. Maybe she truly loved him. Maybe it was because she wanted to stick around for the money.
You never know.
Or to have a life where she doesn't have to do a lot or do work or whatever. I don't know. But now that he's at his age, he's cool now. He's got it all out of his system, and they want to,
But then it's like, why do you have to do all of that?
Yeah.
Why don't you just leave me alone? I leave you alone, and then we come back together when we're ready.
Yeah, because I don't want to look old. When you go through stress with a man, it changes your appearance.
Yeah, it changes your appearance.
I don't want to do that.
But then it's like, how do you trust that person again after that? So just leave me alone.
For example, Snoop Dogg and his wife.
I don't know about that.
When he was talking to that girl, that she was I think she was a white girl. She would go around giving, messing around with all the rappers in the industry. She was I can't remember her name, but he got involved with her.
Oh wait!
And she exposed him and stuff like that. I know his wife was embarrassed for that. I know she was embarrassed behind that. But I guess I don't know what that was. Maybe they was going through a tiff because they've been together so long. They're going through maybe he was going through a midlife crisis.
Maybe
so.
And then if that's the case, then be honest about it.
Yeah.
And let me feel how I feel. Don't rush me to feel better about the situation because then it's just going to make me not like you anymore.
Exactly. Let me go through the emotions.
Yeah.
It's you took me on an emotional battle, so let me go through the stages.
Yeah.
Okay? So, but personally, I couldn't do it. I don't care how rich my husband was I couldn't do it,
Because
I just can't. I would never look at him the same.
Yeah.
But that's just how it is.
That's how it is.
That's how I feel about my dating life and my married life. I'm not going to get married. I just feel like it's too much work. And me being who I am, I don't like a lot of work. I feel like I've done that enough. And I don't want to, if I'm going to be married, I'm going to be a kept woman.
And that's that. That's that. Yeah. I'm not going to settle and change my perspective or not to compromise, but I'm not going to even settle.
Yeah.
Just to make that person feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I feel like I deserve above and beyond.
I do too.
And I'm going to do that.
Because I'm going to reciprocate.
Yeah.
If you're good to me,
I'm
going to be good to you. I've always wanted to have that relationship where I could show a person how I truly love them. Never had the chance because none of the guys I talked to were worth it.
Yeah.
They were whatever you want to call it. They were feminine men.
Yeah.
And
that's another thing too. A lot of men in this generation are wanting to be the girl.
Yeah.
They want you to court them. I want a traditional man. Yeah. I want you to come after me. I want to be the soft one.
Yes. I have not. I'm gonna be honest. I have not had a chance to be a soft woman for a long time. Like when y'all were smaller, I lived the soft. I feel like I lived the soft life. And now, as I feel like in the middle part, I haven't been able to live a soft life. But at this age, I'm trying to get there.
Yeah.
and I can get there with or without a man. So.
Hit me in the face.
But you know, it's out there. There's somebody for everybody. Like my grandma used to say, there's somebody for everybody. But it ain't nobody out there for me. I used to tell her that.
No.
What? I'm just saying, because I'm too picky. I don't. It's just like I can't tolerate. Oh, so you want me to call you every day, but I can't. Relationship over. Stuff like that. I can't. I will drop you at the drop of a dime over anything, and that's just not a good way to be. Oh so, but you never know what'll happen. Who will come into your life?
Right.
You just got to be open and cautious, and that's that. So there's somebody for everybody. Mhm. Yep.
Well, I think we're gonna roll up. How long have we been going?
35. About 35 minutes.
Oh my
wow,
God.
that went by. It went by kind of quick.
It really did.
Okay, I thought we were just gonna have a quick little 15 minutes.
Right.
But nope.
I was like 15, 20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes. No, we didn't. These little relationship talks, they'll get you going.
Mm-hmm.
Get the blood bubbling.
Child, we might have to tap on this subject again.
Might have to be a part two.
Part two,
and we can do a little story time.
Oh my gosh, I know what story time I'm doing. I have 2 stories.
Oh, I got a couple of stories, and we're
God.
gonna change up some names, and we're gonna get into some things.
Oh
you hear me?
God. It's embarrassing. Y'all, I'm gonna just say this, just so I'm not embarrassed about it later. He was shorter than me. Okay, I'm 5'11". He had to be a good 5'8". Not even
5'8". Cause he was when I
Y'all
stood
was the
up.
same height, right?
He was a little shorter than me.
Oh my God! So he was like 5'6".
That's embarrassing. I done taught you not to be doing no stuff like that.
Listen, okay.
You know better.
He was 5'6",
Ew.
and he had little man syndrome.
Girl,
y'all, I have to get into it. Okay, we're gonna get into it into the next episode because I don't want this one to be long. But we're gonna get into those type of things. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Talkz.
I had so much fun.
Me too. And next time we need to do I think a drink, truth or drink.
Yep, we can do that on a Friday. I'm up past my bedtime. Yep, truth or drink. Okay.
Yes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. I am so excited to see where this is gonna go.
Me too.
But our next episode will be next Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah. You're fine with uploading every Saturday.
That's fine with me. I'm good with that.
So yeah, y'all. I will see you guys on the next, or we will see. This is not even. We will see you guys on the next episode of
Talkz later.
Bye. Oh, you want to say bye? Say bye.